Do you struggle with self love? That's what one of the participants in my online webinar shared with me last month. Have you ever thought about what does love mean to you? Is it an emotion or is it a feeling you have when you're with somebody? Let's delve into this. When you look back in your life, you'll find that the concept of love that you have has been formed with respect to your experiences in your childhood with your parents, teachers, friend circle, and even classmates. As you become older, probably you create your perception based on those experiences. And whether you are aware of it or not, you start judging people from that lens of the past. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong because it's kind of a protection mechanism for you. But just, take a moment to think about what is love. Is it an emotion? If love is an emotion, then don't you think emotions keep on changing? Aren't they so fleeting? Look back on your life 5 years back, 10 years back. Who are the people who loved you so much? Do you have same amount of loving feelings towards them till date? Or have your feelings changed? We often associate love with symbols, gifts, flowers, and things that we give to each other in the name of love. But tell me one thing. Just remember your three best friends and tell me, who's the closest person to you? Is it the one who gives you a lot of gifts, or is it the one who is always there for you, who's always there to listen to you and stands by you in thick and thin? So is love about all the symbols and gifts? I think I'm confusing you a lot, right? Okay. So let me share a beautiful quote by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji with you. Gurudev says, love is not an emotion, but it's your very existence. All the negative emotions are just distortions of love. Your anger is because of love. You love perfection, so you get angry at imperfections. You love people too much, so it becomes jealousy or possessiveness. You love yourself too much, and that becomes arrogance. When you love objects more than people or more than anything else, then it's greed. Love plus knowledge or wisdom leads you to bliss, and love minus knowledge or wisdom leads you to misery. If you ask me about love, kind of a love triangle comes into my mind. Hey, don't misunderstand me, okay? I'm not talking about that love triangle in the Bollywood movie. See, what I mean by love triangle is in one corner you have love, in another corner you have respect, and the third corner is the wisdom that holds everything together. Now, love and respect is like a seesaw. Unless there is respect, love cannot, stand alone. No, without respect, the love is not likely to last. Now, one more question. What is respect? Is it something that we need to demand from others? Or is it something that we need to give to ourselves? Let me tell you, give full permission to people to behave, in whatever way they want with you. But you just manage your own conduct, your own emotion, and respect yourself. You simply set healthy boundaries with them, and then you decide who is it that you want to allow in your inner circle, or who is it, whom you want to keep away from you. Now, how does wisdom play a role here? So when you are always soaked in wisdom, when you're always in touch with the knowledgeable, the enlightened, that's when, it's like your daily coaching is going on. And that's how, you learn to maintain this balance between love and respect. Now, couple it up with, spiritual practices like yoga, meditation. And if you do that artfully, then you come to a point where you become the pure source of love for others, where you are the one who is, ready to give to others and not expecting anything in return. Now, I understand that, we are not at that level yet, right? We all are on our, journey, and, somebody is at level 1, level 2, level 3. So I won't expect you to behave like an enlightened master from day one. So let me simplify this, for you. Okay. So let's think about it in terms of 3 dimensions. Okay. Body, mind, and spirit. Now, at a body level, why someone struggles with self-love? It could be probably because they don't like the way they look, something about their body, their appearance. Now, let me tell you, this is the easiest one to fix. You simply start by eating healthy, exercising daily, and taking pride in your appearance. Having a self-care routine where you take care of your body. And that's what, will keep you in the vibration of love. I'll tell you a very simple secret that I've learned in my pranic healing education. If you simply take a salt bath on a daily basis, after your regular bath, if you simply pour a bucket of salt water on your body, it will cleanse your negative emotions and it will make you feel lighter. That's the easiest thing you can do on a daily basis. Now, second level is working at your mind. Now, if you look at most of the literature that's been published from a famous psychologist, the literature is all around that, right? And you must have heard, people recite certain affirmations on a daily basis, which kind of influences their subconscious mind, and it creates a new reality for them. Now, let me tell you that I have been there, and I have also done that a few years back, when I started my self-development journey. But what I've found is they do work, to some extent, but it's like a daily dose. Okay, you have to keep on doing it. And somewhere I felt it's becoming an intellectual gymnastics. So it's like, okay, I'm in Pune, but still I have to tell every day myself that, hey, I'm in Pune. I mean, jokes apart, no offense, okay. By the way, there's a beautiful book by Louis Hay called Heal Your Body. So you can read it out if you want to work it out at your mind level. However, from my own experience, what I've learned is that there's a certain limitation when it comes to working at a level of mind, intellect, or even at a subconscious mind. Okay, because it depends on things that you can remember. But man, don't forget that you are a soul and you have been through so many lifetimes. So do you remember your past lifetimes and what kind of experiences you had? No, right? So it does work, but only at a certain level. Now let me tell you a shortcut, which is at a spiritual level. So how can you do self-love at a spiritual level? Now let me share about my journey with you. Like I said, at one point in time, maybe 5 to 7 years back, I read this book by Louise Hay and I started, practicing her affirmations. However, I felt as if, okay, I'm being artificial and it's like I'm just, putting on a show. Whereas deep down in my soul, in my mind, there is still some sadness, still something I have inside, which is not allowing me to blossom fully. That's what I felt. However, I had no idea what is the answer to this. Now, this is what, worked for me and might work for you also. So, since last 1.5 years, as I started practicing Sudarshan Kriya, which is a special pranayama, which you can learn in Art of Living Happiness program on a daily basis, what I've observed is my emotions are automatically getting cleansed on a daily basis. So there's no extra effort required, for me to do. In addition to that, as I started doing advanced spiritual practices, I learned a special form of meditation called Sahaj Samadhi meditation. So now what happens in that is like you get a Bij mantra. Okay. Now that Bij mantra, it works at a super conscious level. So as you take the mantra, it will cleanse all the impressions that you have acquired, not only in this lifetime, but at a soul level from multiple lifetimes. And see, this is not something that which I can put on paper, because I don't know, who I was and what I did in my past lifetimes, what kind of experiences I had. So this is something that this mantra cleanses automatically. And then because of that, what happens is, any negative patterns, negative beliefs, negative impressions which are not serving you, which are stopping you from blossoming fully into a powerful, spiritual being, they get cleansed. And then it's pretty much automatic. Like you automatically become more confident, more charismatic, and most important is you stop expecting love from others because you become love. If you want to register for that program, I'll leave out the WhatsApp number of the teachers and the registration link. And if you want me to support you on as a mentor on this journey, then do send me an email or book a call with me by clicking this link. If you're a sincere seeker who really wants to understand what love is at a spiritual level, then there is a beautiful series called Love Decoded by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, which you can find on Art of Living app. So I'll leave a link down below. Download it and listen to it because it has really revolutionized my idea of life.